Welcome to Seminole County Animal Services, the place where lost or stray animals come in hopes of either finding their owner or being adopted out to a loving home. The people here perform a vital service not only to animals, but the public as well. Now, if you've ever wondered what it's like to work with animals on a daily basis, then get ready. We're going to spend an entire day on the job with Seminole County Animal Services. Well, here we are. I hear singing. Is it elevator music or is it someone singing over the PA? We have to go find out. Come on, let's go check it out.
How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window?
Hello?
Uh-oh.
You're busted. You are so busted singing. What are you doing?
Oh, I made a bet with staff that if they doubled the amount of cans that we had for the food drive, that I would sing How Much Is That Doggy in the Window over the PA, and of course they did it and I lost. So.
Aren't you a good sport?
Oh, I guess.
Hey, and your voice isn't that bad after all.
No, it's not great, so yeah.
Well, who are you?
My name's Mary Beth Lake. I am the shelter supervisor. I oversee all of the animals that are brought in. I have a staff of 9, and they take care of everybody, clean, feed, water, do whatever needs to be done.
Well, Mary Beth, you are just the person that we were looking for. I'm Karen LeBlanc with SGTV, and we are here to spend the day on the job with Animal Services. We're so excited to meet.
We're just tickled to have you all here. We're glad for the public to see exactly what all we do. We try not to be the old dog catcher anymore. We do a lot more than go out and pick up dogs. So I think you'll find that out during the day.
From the way the day has started, I think you all will be a lively bunch. And, oh, well, who is this?
Oh, that's Shorty. He's the mascot for the shelter.
Oh, my goodness. Hi, Shorty. Hi there.
Come out, Shorty.
Now, is he an unofficial employee of Animal
Unofficial,
Services?
yep. 7 years he's been here, and he's now vested, so he's working on his Florida retirement. So.
Well, tell me the story of how Shorty came to be a part of Animal Services.
Well, Shorty came in as a stray, and he had been beaten up by another dog, and we got him well over that, and next thing we tested him, and he had heartworms, so we took up a collection, and everybody had fallen in love with him, so we had him neutered, had his heartworms taken care of, and he's been here ever since.
So now he is the mascot.
He's the official greeter. He's the warm fuzzy. When you're having a bad day, employees will come find him and give him a big hug, and he hugs back. So.
Well, I understand that he is quite the friendly employee around here. In fact, can you give us an introduction to all the other cast of characters that we'll meet in our show?
Sure.
Great. All right, Shorty.
Shorty, you want to give
Lead
us a tour? Show us where everybody's offices are. Shorty has biscuits in every office, so. Usually his first stop is Elaine's office. Elaine is the secretary to the manager. And,
Hey, sweetie. Come here, Shorty.
he comes in
Hey.
and gets his biscuits.
Sit for me.
But Elaine always makes
Good
him work.
boy. Every morning, Shorty, my first visitor of the day. Your cookie. There you go.
Shorty gets his morning cookie every day from us. He is a big chow hound.
Shorty! Good morning! There you go. we would start the day up at the front desk and meet some of the friendly faces who greet the public every day. So come on with me. Hi there.
Hello,
Who are you?
Nicole.
Nicole, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Well, we wanted to know a little bit about what you do every day.
Well, I come in the morning and obviously give Shorty his treats. He's got us all trained very well. And then I start my day off. If there's anything in our what we call our tag log, we need to call the owners and let them know that their animal is here and they can come on down and redeem it. After that, I pretty much sit at my desk and answer the phone. Any questions that come in, anybody bringing animals in over the counter, anybody who'd like to do an adoption or redeem their animal, issue our animal licenses, or issue out cat traps or anything like that.
So you are essentially an animal services customer service rep, correct?
Yep, correct.
Nicole, you seem like you have a great personality.
Thank you.
What do you do when you're not working?
I pretty much hang out with my kids. We go out on the airboat, we go fishing, we do some camping, go swimming, you know, normal Florida stuff.
Well, why
out in this
airboating?
heat. It's a lot of fun. You get out on the water and you go really fast. Seems like you're going really fast because you don't have any windows or doors around you, so it seems like you're going pretty fast out there, and you know, seeing all the wildlife that's out on the lake is pretty awesome.
Very good. Well, yeah, it's a pleasure meeting you,
Nice
Nicole,
meeting you,
and
too.
learning more about what you do as a customer service rep. Now, up next, we're going to head out with an animal services officer. His name is Mike Frere. And Mike, what do you do here?
I'm an animal control officer for Seminole County.
What does that mean, an animal control officer?
Well, we run anything that involves animals in Seminole County that's not like too special where fish and game gets involved, but dogs, cats, you know, any of your household pets and some farm animals and stuff like that. We handle a multitude of calls on all those creatures.
Where are you headed out to?
I got a call over in Altamont Springs to pick up a pig from somebody who's ready to give it up, so.
Pick up a pig?
Yeah.
Can we come along?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, awesome. All right, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
On scene on Covington Street.
Well, we had a call probably about a week ago about a pig in somebody's yard in a residential zone, which in Seminole County you have to live in agriculture if you want to own any livestock like that. So one of our other officers went out there, spoke with them, and advised them that, you know, we give them 5 to 6 days to, you know, remove the livestock so they can take it to a farm or they can give it up to us, whatever their choice may be. And they've decided to hand the pig over to Seminole County.
So what are we getting ready to do?
Hopefully I'm going to walk in there real nice and easy and get the pig real nice and easy and load it up on the truck. So hopefully everything goes good. You know, they have a tendency to get a little wild sometimes, so it could get interesting.
A pig. Let's do it. I'm ready.
Okay, let's go get them.
Seems so sweet.
They're usually not bad.
Do you think this was someone's pet at some point?
It might have been. A lot of people get the pot-bellied pig.
Job well done. Okay, if you ever wondered what it was like to be an animal services officer, this was a real dose of reality. That was like watching a rodeo. I mean, really, you just completely wrestled a pig.
Woo.
You gotta be pretty athletic to do something like this.
I'm exhausted.
You're ready to call it a day.
Just about.
And do you know it's like only 10 o'clock in the morning? His day is just beginning.
smell like pig.
Wow, Mike, good job, well done. So I
Thanks.
think your new name needs to be Mike Frere, Pig Wrestler.
Yeah, once is enough.
Wow, that was really good. I'm very impressed. But is this something you do typically on the job? I mean, are you having to wrestle other sorts of animals?
I mean, we get all sorts of calls. That level of wrestling, no, not usually. I mean, but nothing's real typical in this job. You just never know what you're gonna get. I mean, it could be, you know, a pig one day and a skunk the next. So it's, you know, it's all varied.
Well, that was part funny and part drama. I mean, tell me about some of your more ridiculous calls that you get.
Well, like I said about the skunks, we actually had that a couple months ago where somebody had this creature, they didn't know what it was, in a trap, and I go out there and it was a Florida skunk. I'd never seen one before, so I'm looking at it, I thought it was some sort of hybrid pet creature, you know, and you walk up close enough to it and then you realize it's a skunk. It does a little handstand and sprays it in the air, and I still wasn't convinced it was like wildlife, so I took it with me just to have somebody positively ID it. And yeah, it was a Florida skunk. They just don't look like Pepe Le Pew with the two white stripes, you know. So it was interesting.
So how sweet did you smell after that?
A little bit worse than today.
Well, it's been really fun hanging out with you.
Yeah, it was
going
definitely
out on
interesting.
this call. Definitely an adventure, and obviously no 2 days are alike.
What we do around here, we water pigs, makes them grow. Terry's hosing her down because it's a very hot, humid day, and she's gotten a little overheated too, just being stressed by being moved and the ride in the truck. There's not much you can do about that. So we get them back in here, we try to cool them down and, you know, let them get settled in a little bit. A lot of times we get a lot of livestock. We get horses and cows and goats and sheep and that type of thing. I said one time we had all of the pens full with different types of livestock, and I was out here and I said, gosh, I feel like Mr. Green Jeans, you know? So
That's your title, Mary Beth Lake, Miss Green Jeans.
that's right, yep. So you know, it's an interesting job. It's never boring. No 2 days are the same, and I love it.
So Mary Beth, we're headed in towards the back of the property at Animal Services, but do you want to explain to the viewers what happened here? Obviously, this isn't what the structure is supposed to look like. We had a mishap.
Hopefully soon it won't look like this any longer. February of '07, we had a fire break out in our electrical room, which destroyed our small dog and cat holding area, my office, Shorty's office, and our veterinarian technician's offices. They were all destroyed. So hopefully either July or August it's going to be rebuilt, and or the building will start, let's hope, and we can get moved back in here and get life back to normal a little bit.
So Mary Beth, we were talking about some of the more unusual types of animals that come in on any random day at Animal Services, and today we just so happen to have what?
This is a tegu lizard. It belongs in the monitor family.
Okay,
It is a meat eater, and he's giving Terry a little bit of a hard time. He says, I'm tired of being held, so
Can I pet him?
he will actually go to a reptile rehabber.
Hey.
We do not put these out for adoption. There's so many new laws from Game and Fish anymore in regards to reptiles because of people turning them loose. You know, they're not indigenous to Florida, so we don't want them out
Stop
running loose.
So Mary Beth, while you're giving us a walking tour of Animal Services, what is this structure? I can't help but notice it's brand spanking new.
Brand spanking new. We just actually got our certificate of occupancy today. It is our new isolation kennel and cattery, so that we have someplace isolated to put our sick dogs and cats. They'll get well quicker, and they won't be sharing their sickness with other animals in the shelter. So we're real excited about it.
I was
Hopefully
gonna
we'll get
say.
moved in the end of this week.
I'm sure Terry, your vet tech, is very excited about it too.
Terry's all excited. She's ready to move in. Speaking
Let's
of
go
Terry,
find Terry, because Terry's holding a snake.
Oh, here.
Oh no.
It's friendly. He's
Is
friendly.
it?
Yeah,
Seriously?
he's friendly. Yeah, he's friendly.
Okay, this is a non-biting kind, right?
Well, he's friendly until he bites, you know.
Look what I have. Terry, what am I holding?
It's a ball python. It's not real big, but it's a nice
I am holding a bald python. Can it squeeze me to death?
he's not big enough to hurt you.
Okay.
He could squeeze you, but it won't hurt.
Wow.
It's a beautiful snake.
How
just shed
beautiful.
last week,
Wow. So what's going to happen to the bald python?
he will also go to reptile rehabber. We do not put them out for adoption either. Game and fish now, they have to be microchipped, and you have to have permits to have them because we are finding so many of them loose in the wild. People get them, you know, they become a lot of problems.
Yeah.
They got to go buy mice for
Sure.
them every week, and they get tired of them, so they just turn them loose. They figure they'll be fine. And they are fine, except that they're not indigenous to Florida, and they do cause a lot of problems.
It really is a zoo around here at Animal Services. It doesn't get more exotic than this. Well, here in the lobby of Animal Services, you'll find some of the cutest kitties up for adoption. They're here in this display case. They're all ready to go to new homes. They have their vaccinations. And before you take one home, it will be spayed or neutered. Of course, this is just a sampling. Up next, we're going to head over to the kennels and meet some more cats and dogs that are up for adoption, as well as some stray animals that were found. Well, we took our cameras inside the dog kennels behind me, and there we found Brenda Sandberg. She's a kennel attendant. She was cleaning out the dog cages and singing to the dogs. Imagine that. People around here really like to sing, apparently, but the dogs love her, as you can hear. She has a great rapport with the animals, so I thought we'd bring her on out so you could meet her. Hey, Brenda! Come on out and join us. She's going to come out and talk to us here because it's so loud in there. Hi, come on out.
How are you?
Good to see you.
You too.
Well, as I said, we took our cameras inside the kennel and we found you, and we couldn't help but notice that you were singing to the dogs.
Attempting to sing.
That's so sweet. Do you do that? Is that a daily habit?
That's a daily habit.
Oh, and why do you do that?
Because I love them. And it makes them feel my presence, lets them know that I love them and I'm thinking about them. And sometimes if I look at them and they're laying there sad and depressed and I start singing their name, they perk up and they don't feel so sad.
Well, you know all the names of the dogs, and that is very impressive because there are quite a few dogs back there. How did you?
I don't know. You know, I do it so it works my memory.
It's impressive.
It works my memory, yeah. And
but
then
you're-
at nighttime I'm like, God, I can't believe I remember all those dogs' names. But
Well, Brenda, tell me about a typical day on the job with Animal Services.
okay, typical day. I come in the mornings. Of course, we got to clean everything here. All the dogs, all the cats, we got to clean them. And from then, start doing stray escorts. People come in looking for their animals. And hopefully they find them when they come. We do that in the morning. Well, actually, we do that off and on all day long. We bathe the dogs. We help the techs. We get a hold of dogs while the techs draw blood to test them for heartworms, and cats for feline leukemia. Get scratched and bit up quite a bit. And then we feed them. At the end of the day, we feed them. And I kiss them goodbye, go home, and get ready for another day.
Why is it that you do what you do?
Just because I like to go in, I like them jumping on me, loving on me. It's just it's a good feeling. I have hairless bald babies, I do. They're my little aliens. I don't know how many people are familiar with them, but they have to be on you. They have no hair, and they have to be on you because they suck up your body heat. And my little female, which I got from here, she sits on my shoulder when I blow dry. Yes, I blow dry this mop. She sits on my shoulder when I'm blow drying because she loves the heat. My male runs, he's afraid of it. But
What are your Sphinx
the
cats' names?
babies.
What are their names?
Nigel and Nala.
Okay. Well, can we follow you around a little bit inside the kennels and
You can.
Job
Get all the
shadow?
dogs, yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
Let's do it. So now,
Good job.
that was a job well done, huh?
It was.
We make a good team.
You come back anytime and help me.
Hi there.
Hi,
And you are?
I'm Terry. I'm one of the 3 vet techs here at Seminole County.
Okay.
Welcome to our temporary
temporary digs, apparently.
You got it. Yes, it's since the fire, we're still waiting for the rebuild, and this is what we've been working out, a metal trailer.
So this is the temporary vet clinic on site.
Yeah, but
so
we
to
call
speak.
the tech trailer is
The
what
tech
we
trailer.
call her.
The
Yeah,
tech trailer. We're at the tech trailer.
You got it.
So you can see now, despite its small size, a lot goes on here with animals. Terry, tell us what you do on the job.
You name, pretty much we, anything that's required any medical attention, we do that. We test the animals for heartworms, cats for feline leukemia. We check the animals when they come in. When they go out for adoption, we make sure they're healthy. You name it, we just about do it.
Well, what's on today's agenda?
Today's agenda is we're going to heartworm test some dogs. We're going to bring them in here. They're getting ready to be possibly available for adoption, and before we put them up for adoption, we like to make sure they're heartworm negative. So what we do is we draw the blood, and first we'll check it under the microscope, and if it's clear that way, then we run another test, and if it's clear, then they're good to go.
So what am I looking for?
Actually, what you'd see if it had heartworms is the blood, Puppy, the blood would be like swimming, almost like little snakes in it.
Okay, yeah.
And that's a microfilaria.
A microfilaria.
My
I
finger
sound so smart.
Microfilaria. Thank you, microfilaria.
I don't see any
Yeah.
microfilaria.
Yeah, this is actually real heartworms that our vet took out of an animal.
Oh my.
That's what gets into them. It's caused by mosquitoes.
It
And
looks,
that's
like, it
why.
looks like spaghetti.
Yeah, those are worms.
And this
Those are
literally
heartworms.
came out of an animal's heart? Was
Heart
it their
or
heart?
lungs? Remember?
That was the one, it came out of his heart, but they were so bad they wrapped around his lung.
Oh my.
So that's why it's so important to get your dog on heartworm preventative.
Get your dog on heartworm medicine now because this is nasty.
Yes, it can cause by one mosquito.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You also race cars when you're not on the job. Tell me
Right.
about that.
I race what they call an open wheel modified. It's a Chevy motor with just like a tube frame. I raced out at Orlando Speed World. It's a big V8 motor.
Wow.
And no, it's not in the powder puff class. I've been racing since '92. And I race against all the guys too.
You do. So tell
Yes.
me. So how's your track record as far as wins go?
I can say I've won once.
Okay. Hey,
Okay,
that's
so I can
good.
say I've won once.
Okay.
And yeah, on my dad's 60th birthday. That's what he wanted too, and I won. That's the only time I've ever won.
Well, as you can imagine, it can be a real challenge to find food and shelter and medical care for these little guys. So up next, we're going to meet a lady who has some very creative ways to get the community involved so that hopefully these little animals and other dogs and cats will find loving homes.
Hi.
Hi, you must be Diane Gagliano?
Yes.
You're the program coordinator here,
Yes,
right?
I am.
Well, tell us what you do.
Oh, I do a few things here. I'm the program coordinator, so I'm coordinating the programs that are going on at the shelter. That would be the education program where we go out to the schools and
teach about rabies and responsible pet ownership and things like that to kids or adults, whoever asks for a program. And then I run the volunteer program and also the foster care program, which is our program for small or orphaned animals that need to go into a home until they're big enough to come back for adoption. So I coordinate that program. I also help with the special events that are here. I help with getting all the pictures up on pet finders of our animals that are available for adoption.
Okay, and the list goes on and on. Did
on
we
and on.
leave out anything else?
I help get the allotment animals in for spaying and neutering. What that is we have generous people who donate for heartworm treatments for our dogs or for our cats to be spayed and neutered. And I organize getting the animals out to be spayed or neutered and then bringing them back to the shelter so they can start their heartworm treatment.
Diane, a big part of what you do is to coordinate volunteers. Tell me about that.
I coordinate our volunteers. We have over 150 volunteers. An average month, we bring in about 40 to 50 of them will come in an average month and volunteer.
Wow.
They're wonderful. We have such a great volunteer program and they work so hard. They are so dedicated to the animals. Today we have one of our volunteers, Norma, is here, and she's actually putting together packets because we give adoption packets to everybody who adopts an animal, and that's what she's doing today. Oh, my Ridgebacks. 13 years ago, I found myself getting a dog of my own and being able to pick it out all on my own. So I did a little research and I decided to go with a Rhodesian Ridgeback. And about 6 months after I got my first dog, Reed, I was caught by a friend of mine who said, "Do you want to help me find a home for a Ridgeback that I know somebody who can't keep it?" And I said, "Sure, I'll do that." Well, that was 13 years ago, and I now coordinate Florida and Georgia for Ridgeback Rescue of the United States. And I have had over 500 fostered Ridgebacks that I've fostered and helped to find homes for.
500?
At least that many.
Wow. Yeah. So Diane, what's on your agenda today? What do you have going on?
Well, today we have some kittens coming in that need to get vaccinated. We need to get their weights and see if they're almost ready for adoption. And I believe that Jill's here right now, so we can go and get her and get the kittens taken care of.
And Jill is the foster mom for the kittens? Okay.
Yes, Jill is a foster home, and what a foster home does is they'll take the kittens into their home and raise them just like they were raising their own pets. And Jill does a wonderful job. She has small children. The kids interact with the kittens or puppies, so they get a lot of hands-on in her home.
The only girl.
She's the only girl in the bunch.
Did you name these kitties? You did? Can you name them for me?
There's Samantha, Snowball, Speckle, Smudge, and Spot.
We named them after the markings because they all look the same.
Aren't we a precious picture? This is Speckle that I'm holding, one of the kitties that will eventually be up for adoption, and they are so, so sweet. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you, Jill, and thank you, Katie, for taking such good care of the kitties. And Diane, thank you for letting us tag along today. It's been very fun and very interesting.
Thank you.
All right. So that wraps up our day on the job with Seminole County Animal Services, and it's been a real adventure. We've seen some cute kittens and adorable dogs and other assorted animals, from pigs to snakes to lizards. And perhaps next time you're thinking of bringing a pet into the family, you'll consider stopping by Seminole County Animal Services and take your pick. It's been fun. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you next time on the job.